Sunday. Today is Sunday and we're out and about today. I have the hubby home for the weekend. It's actually a long weekend because it's President's Day on Monday. Even though I have to work, he gets to be home, and then he goes back on Wednesday. But today we're just kind of out and about doing a couple of things, running some errands, getting groceries, and we're going to go to Lowe's Food Mart. We love going there because they have, what's it called?
They have it's called the growler.
Oh yes, the growler. So it's super exciting because we get to try some beers and then have one. Even you could shop with one in your hand. So I think that's really cool. But we're getting a couple of groceries starting off the week, and then we're gonna make a buffalo chicken dip and grill some corn and just kind of do those things. And I wanted to share with you guys some tips I have for you, or just share with you what I do for budgeting as a teacher. So later on I do want to sit down and do that. We just moved to North Carolina, so getting adjusted has been a journey in itself and kind of exploring with that. But I do want to share with you later how that's been working out for us and how I'm making it work for our household, being a home of 5. It's 2 adults and our 3 kids. So it's just kind of interesting just being able to budget for that and make that work, being on a teacher salary and also being a military family. So we're almost to the store, so we're gonna get a couple things for the week. I usually shop for the whole week, and then sometimes I hope that it'll last 2 weeks, being that I'm like missing 1 or 2 things, but I usually plan out for 1 to 2 weeks of grocery shopping, and then if I need anything like milk and stuff, like we run out or something, usually we don't. It lasts pretty much the 1 to 2 weeks, but we're gonna go get those things, and then I will catch you guys in a little bit. Alright friends, we're back at home and hubby is watching the game over there. Started the buffalo chicken dip. I forgot to show you guys what the growlers look like, and I was just too busy like trying them out. But I do want to show you how they come out, or how they look like. I have them in my fridge here, but this is what the growler looks like at Lowe's. It's absolutely so yummy. They have like all these types of drinks, and you can try them out before you purchase a full-size growler, but they're super delicious, and we like that we can try it and get one fresh. They only last about 72 hours, so if you get one, you might want to just like drink it all within that like 2 days. But I'm gonna go ahead and head to my office and kind of organize myself to show you guys how I budget as a teacher. So let me head over to my office, and then I'll pick you guys back up. Alright friends, I'm ready to share with you what I'm currently doing to help myself and my family budget on a teacher salary. I think a lot of the questions that are out there are, how do you manage a family, and how do you take trips? How do you make it work on a teacher salary, having kids, having a house, and still manage to have money left over, or just doing extracurricular activities for your kids and things like that. So my purpose in today's video isn't really just to give you a breakdown of what I use, but just to kind of show you what I am doing to help myself and my family being able to budget and still manage to do all the fun things as well. So I hope that this video is helpful, and there might be some background noises because I am at home currently vlogging and doing my videos here in my office, home office, and my husband's watching a soccer game. The baby is sleeping, taking a nap, so hopefully I get this done before he wakes up. But I just wanted to share with you guys that it's been a while since I have been on the camera, like I mentioned earlier in the video, and I'm just really excited. I've had a lot of time, about a month since I've uploaded my last video, because I've just been super consumed, not even busy, consumed with the things that I had to get done for moving to a new state, and I'm still continuing doing a bunch of things all the time. My husband's not here during the week because he's on training, so that makes it like 10 times even harder just to get things done. And then the commute, I can go on and on, guys, but this is not what it's about. So I want to share with you what I'm currently using and how I'm budgeting. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so besides me, I love doing notes, taking down notes on sticky notes, notebooks, on my phone. Besides being able to take notes all the time, like I'm always taking notes. I have sticky notes, I have notebooks, I have different ways to help myself organize just everything in my life. But I am currently using an app on my phone, and you can access it on your computer. It's not just an app, but I'm currently using Mint. Now, Mint is pretty popular. I had actually started it a while back, but never really used it until now. My husband and I sat down a while ago, and he broke it down for me as to what we're spending our money on, and especially me being the teacher in the house. And guys, I was actually spending a lot in the classroom and not really understanding where the money was going into my classroom, other than like teachers pay teachers, and I'd buy little things here and there for my students or for classroom decoration. But it wasn't until he had to sit me down and break it down to me where the money was going and how much I was spending on teachers pay teachers and other things in my classroom. So Mint kind of helped balance that out and show me really where the money was going. And what's so fabulous about it is that we can actually budget using the app. So I have access to it on my phone, I have access to it on my computer, and we were able to compromise and come to an agreement. Okay, this is how much I can use monthly on teachers pay teachers, or this is how much I can use monthly toward my classroom. And we kind of, and of course it's very flexible. You can change it monthly, you can change it bi-weekly, you can adjust it to whatever fits your needs, as far as getting when you get your income, when you get paid. So that's a really big advantage, I think, for people, because like myself, I don't really know until all the bills are being paid, and they're like automatic, so they come out of our bank accounts automatic. And that might be too much information, but I'm kind of sharing with you how it works, but being able to see where everything is going. So this is kind of what it looks like in my format in my phone, where each spending is going as far as budgeting. So I have like a budget for my teachers pay teachers. I have budgets for kind of everything, and you kind of see it in this picture where I show you where everything is going. So I think that's a really big advantage from using Mint, is that it really helps you understand where the money is going, and you can even make goals on there. We are soon to be taking a trip, and I can't wait to share with you guys, but we'll soon be taking a trip, and you can actually make a goal as to how much you want to save or put aside by the time you reach that time, or you can make a time frame for yourself. So that's a really cool thing to have, besides just using it in like a notebook. And I used to do that a very long time ago, and I would make checklists, and that's what I would do every 2 weeks, and it worked just fine. It helped me. But then now there's all these really cool apps and these really cool ways to organize and budget yourself, so why not take advantage of them? So anyways, going back to Mint, you can connect your bank account to Mint, and it's fully secured. So that's something that I really like, because it not only does it help me budget, but it also takes out all of the spending I do. So it could be gas station, it could be grocery store, any little thing that you spend, it's actually showing you where the money's going, and then it puts it in the correct category that you're spending it in. So it kind of shows you where at the end of the month how much you spend on groceries or how much you spend on gas, those more common transactions that you make. So I really appreciate how it's well organized, and it's not a lot of maintenance on myself. So that's something that's really helpful, because I don't have a lot of time to like sit down and organize it myself, and Mint kind of does it for you based on the transactions that you already are making. So that's how I'm currently using Mint. So let me explain a little bit on how it's helped me as a teacher with my budget and my salary. Teachers in North Carolina do not make a whole lot, and I'm being completely transparent with you guys. When we moved here, I took a big decrease in pay, so that was really it hurt us in a way that for our income, but other things changed as well, so we're making it, it's okay. But I want to be completely transparent that in the state of North Carolina, teachers don't really make that much. So I'm hoping that being on YouTube and other things that I do kind of supplement that pay. And not only do I love doing it, but it's also a way of earning an income. So it's easy to budget that out a little bit better than when I was at my other district. It wasn't so much of an issue, but now that we've made a little bit of a change, it's kind of nice to have something help us with that change. So Mint kind of helped me organize it to where I'm not going to be spending as much because of that decrease in pay. So it's nice to be able to see that income or that flow of transactions a little bit easier, and just being able to kind of organize it a little bit better. But being on a teacher's salary is not always easy. And some of the things I like to do to help myself, being able to just kind of budget and make sure that I'm not spending as much, is cutting out things from that are they're not necessary spending. So for example, first thing it would be not doing my nails. I do my nails at home. I have my own gel kit and they work just fine. Some other things that I do is I make a monthly or weekly menu for groceries, and that really helps me when I'm not going to the store. I'm not just grabbing a bunch of stuff and then it doesn't become very useful. I try to meal prep and meal plan so that I'm not overspending on groceries. And being that we just moved to North Carolina, we just got the house and it's just really exciting. I want to decorate. Well, I want to make sure that I'm not overspending, so I try to reuse as much of the things as I can, organize, and I'm a big fan of the Dollar Tree, so I watch a lot of videos that help me with organizing tips, but where I'm not spending them at more expensive stores like Kirkland's, or just trying to do a lot of DIY projects so that I'm not spending as much, and it's a lot of fun as well. And of course, I'm a big fan of thrift stores and like Goodwill. A lot of their things are really good condition where I can refurbish them or make them my new home, part of my new home, give them a new home. Some other things that I do to try and budget on a teacher's salary are just being mindful of how much I spend on Teachers Pay Teachers or other organizations where they have curriculum that can be useful to my classroom. And that really means being mindful of what I'm spending and whether I'm out really using the sources in my district or at my school before I even go purchase something. So I think a lot of my money would go there, and I don't really want to overspend, so that's something else I've been being really mindful of. And at the end of every month, I like to kind of see where the money is going and how much I spend so that I am aware of what I am doing and where money is going. So that's been really helpful. One other thing that really helps is that I pack my own lunch every single day, and my kids pack their lunch every day. So we're not going, especially me, I'm not going out for lunch or ordering something. That's probably something that's really been helpful. When we were in Cuba, in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, I had a little bit of a longer lunch, so I was able to just like run to McDonald's to grab something if I didn't have a lunch, or I'd buy a school lunch, which they were really good there. And it was about $5 to $10 every time I would eat out for lunch. So being here, I have like about a 30-minute lunch, 20 by the time I get to my classroom. So I pack my lunch every single day. I don't usually buy lunch at the school. And that's really, really helpful. I try to pack enough snacks so after work I'm not really hungry, and I'm not going out after school to buy something really quickly, because French fries always sounds really good after work. So it's really been helpful to pack my own lunch and not eating out during the week. I try to buy food for every day. I meal plan every week so that I know that I have food for that evening for dinner. And then of course, if there is leftovers, I take it for lunch. So something else I use on top of the Mint app is a form that really has helped me, kind of a layout, and I'll put a picture of it up here and show you guys what it looks like. And I've got this from another DIY mommy that I follow on YouTube. She's really, really great. Go check her out. And I get a lot of my ideas from there as far as like decorating and cleaning and just kind of helping families on a budget. And she has just like a lot of great ideas and useful tips. So I get some of my things from her, and she has free printables on her website, and one of those is budgeting. Her and her husband sit together and they budget monthly, and then you can circle which month it is, but it's a free printable. I put it on my GoodNotes app. I have some other videos on how I use my GoodNotes for my calendar, and I did some videos on teacher planning on there as well. But it's really useful tool because it's kind of a layout of what you're spending on, versus Mint, it's more on demand. So I like to have them both because I can use them simultaneously. I can use my Mint app, but I can also use that to see where everything is going, and it's kind of an overview. So it's really helpful to have that, and I have it on my GoodNotes app, but you can also print it out, and it's really useful as well. So these are some of the tools that I use to help myself budget on a teacher salary and getting us toward a goal and set in mind. So I hope this was useful and that you got some ideas on what you want to use to help yourself budget, not only if you're a teacher, but if you're a teacher, I feel you, and it is tough sometimes to be on that teacher salary. So I definitely think that budgeting is a big part of being on a teacher salary, and it's really, really helpful. So I hope that this video was really helpful to you and you're able to take away something from it. And if you are not joined yet to my Home Sweet Classroom family, don't forget to join down below. I'd love to have you here on my channel, join the family. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up for me. It lets me know you're enjoying the content. And thanks for being with me today, guys. I hope to see you next time. Bye.